guys, in my previous video I confessed I have mental illness, schizoaffective disorder, depression type. In this video I wanted to share some images I drew. This one is an image of what I hallucinated during psychosis. I had become briefly catatonic, I don't know for how long. I fell to the ground, then couldn't move. I could hear my mom telling me to go to my brother's house, but I couldn't get up. I just stared at this rug in my room and hallucinated this geometric star fractals-like shape. There were multiples of them, and they would slowly rotate around and around. I remember in my head that I thought I was just seeing images in the rug fibers put together, but since I have never seen images rotate on the rug, it must have been a hallucination. It was very confusing and felt like a dream. Often in my dreams, I have trouble using my legs to walk fast, like there is a heavy weight to my legs. I felt very heavy during this catatonic state. Even my head felt heavy. It was lowered and facing the rug. This was when my mom decided to take me to a psychiatric emergency room. When I could move again, I agreed with her that I needed to see a doctor. I had felt odd in the past before and wanted treatment, but I didn't have any health insurance. My throat felt tight and I felt very heavy. It was because my muscles were stiff and that felt like heaviness. My psychiatric emergency room doctor diagnosed me with mild schizophrenia. Later, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, undifferentiated type, then schizoaffective disorder, depression type. This next image is not a hallucination because I didn't see it before me. It's more like a vision, I guess. I saw it in my head. This image I drew doesn't do it justice. It was more expansive, like the whole of civilization turning upside down. This happened before the first image. At this time I was home alone and having psychosis. My mom came home later after this. I was very delusional. This vision made me think that the world was upside down now. It made me think now I was somehow the President of the United States. I had become George W. Bush. Now that meant I had become the stupid president. It made me feel so depressed. I looked outside the window and it looked like the aftermath of a bomb striking the city. Everything outside was dim and gray, like in some of those paintings by people who had lived through war. To me, the world had turned upside down. Before this, I had different delusions. I was listening to Radiohead the band a lot. At the time, read a book about Radiohead. Then I thought I was Tom York, the leader of the band, or that we were soulmates and we were one person. It's very strange where the mind goes during psychosis. You can't control your thoughts. It goes a direction, then you believe it as truth. I wanted to think the correct way, but my mind was racing. I had to repeat to myself that something was wrong with it. Then another delusion would enter my mind, and I had to correct it over and over again. I was fighting so hard in my mind, I was so exhausted. The only peace I had was when I would fall asleep, but even then I had terrifying nightmares every night. This nightmare lasted for many years. I felt heavy, constricted, and in a constant nightmare. It very slowly got better with medication. I could feel better after 3 long years, but it was only a little better. I still felt awful, and even to this day, after more than a decade, I still have some delusions. It feels like I have PTSD from the psychosis because of how frightening it was. If you think you may have schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, please seek professional help. There are ways to get free treatment if you are low income. If left untreated, this disease will do more damage to the brain and your prognosis will be worse. So seeking help early will be better for you. You might get fully better and then be able to get off your medication if your doctor says it's alright. My ER doctor had said it was mild. It didn't feel mild at all, but some people go through worse. I also want to say that this disease does not define you. Like any disease, people are so much more than their disease. Don't let the stigma of this disease let you down or make you feel too ashamed to reach out for help. So that's all for now. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. I make videos every week about my art and crocheting tutorials. Please subscribe and click the like button and comment about anything. Later on, I will do a face reveal and also talk more about my mental illness. Thanks for watching.
Climbed on a big boat and sailed away. Heard the waves and the water calling out for me. Going over yonder where the water is wide, following the stars in the big night sky. Let the tall ship sail as the wild winds will. If I ever make it home, I'll tell the tale. Let the tall